Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
Are breaking all-time highs for the month of December. Bozeman, that could happen for you today as well. So very little in terms of snowfall across so much of the country. So what are typical years looking like in years past? We'll take you back to 2018 on this exact date, the first day of winter, December 1st, and we had 34.1% of snow cover. So you can see there was a fair amount across the upper Midwest, some into the Northeast, as well as into many of the western states, including the Colorado Rockies and into the Sierra. December of 2019, 41% snow cover. That was a great year in terms of getting the snowpack up into the higher elevations and then melting off in the spring months to help fill up the reservoirs. But the mega drought really started developing here the last 2 years. So we look at December of 2020, only 13% of snow cover, and today we're talking 10%. That's the third lowest since we've been tracking this since 2003. Everybody, welcome back. You can see well behind me that I'm standing in a very clear and dry Denver, Colorado. That's right. No snow in sight. In fact, right now the city is in record-breaking territory. Today marks 224 consecutive days without measurable snow. That's the third longest streak so far. The current record is 235 days from back in 1887, so we're about 10 days away from tying first place. The Weather Channel's Justin Michaels is joining us live now from Denver to talk a little bit more about this snowless streak. You know, Justin, we look behind you. The only hint that it's winter is really that things are more brown.
Snow maker here going into this weekend. There's still some time, right? It's Wednesday, so there's still a chance things could wiggle and, move a little bit. But as you say, trend's your friend, and the trend lately has been for these quick-moving systems to stay pretty north. Right.
This one, not exactly a clipper, though, more Pacific type of a storm, and so it's going to have a lot of moisture with it. So if that track that Chris was talking about can stay a little farther south, that would keep some northern tier cities and locations a little bit more in the snow, the favored snow areas. So this is the Euro model, and a couple of things I just want to point out with the Euro. And the Euro is trying to give us some pretty big snows here in northern Minnesota up towards the Arrowhead, into northern parts of Wisconsin, into the UP of Michigan, even northern parts of lower Michigan. That's a pretty decent snow. It also brings almost nothing, very little here into parts of the Northeast. But let's compare this to the GFS. The GFS is not bringing nearly as much snow into northern Minnesota, into the UP. Maybe a couple of spots, but not as deep as far south. But it does try and bring much heavier amounts here into parts of the Northeast. So let's take a look at some of the other differences that we have. This is the Euro model as well, and this shows you that area of low pressure really intensifying. This does look like, one of the things with both of the models, looks like a very windy storm. You can see the plot of the low farther off. You can see more warm air coming in here with the GFS as well. So this is something we're going to track very closely as we get closer to the end of the week.